Amazing audience, we are live. We are in Calgary.
Hey everybody.
Live with us is James Higgins. James, what's up?
Not a whole heck of a lot there, Angel. It's a wonderful day and a great morning. Happy to be alive.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, this has been a slice. I've been so excited to meet you guys when you're coming through.
Now, when we spoke about a few things. Self-Ling, we spoke about what you're doing with your new startup, right? Non-profit startup.
Yeah.
We also spoke about orange. It seems as though you had a fascination with orange.
Absolutely.
Interestingly enough, you did pull in with an orange vehicle, burnt orange.
Yep.
You're wearing a hat with Peace, Love, and Victor.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it seems as though orange really, like you're walking the talk. Your glasses.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I was just saying a minute ago, I mean, I would have been even in the Self-Ling t-shirt, but I mean, that would have just blown out the camera. So I'm wearing Cheshire Cat here now today. Orange is a powerful color for me. I definitely, it reads action. It reads possibility, right? You can do it's one of those, just a symbol for being able to do get a lot of things accomplished for me.
Tell us a bit more about Self-Ling and how you incorporated that color.
As it started out, Self-Ling has always been my vision to try and build stronger connections between teen support agencies and teens. And when I say agencies, that's your boys and girls clubs or maybe counselors, what have you, those kinds of things. And I wanted to use technology, mobile technology, to do this. So your chats and maybe little user experience, kind of like a video game, if you will. But I've seen a lot of other applications that are kind of marketed for young people who might be having a hard time, and there's a lot of deeper and darker tones, deeper purples and blues, greens and things like that. I'm not saying that these don't work for what they're trying to do, but it seemed to me that was kind of keeping your feelings and keeping your mind in a little bit more of a morose area. That's a personal opinion. I'm not prescribing it to anyone.
Orange makes me feel, I mean, like Amanda is wearing orange as well.
Mm-hmm.
It just,
absolutely.
I mean, it's like, wow, right? It's
right.
Pops. Oranges are orange. I love orange soda,
mm-hmm.
right?
Absolutely, yeah. And it sticks out. You can see it from a distance. I mean, I have all my electronics. I've got the Self-Ling branding on it. I put the orange on just about anything because it keeps me upbeat. And as well as keeping my little marshmallow man on in my face as much as possible too.
You had the gun as well too, right?
Sorry?
The gun, like you had it in the picture.
Oh right, yeah, that's my Nerf gun. Yeah. No, I saw that too, and it was all orange.
He was like, "What? No, my gun."
Oh no, because I knew that there was something there, but then I totally forgot about that profile picture. Yeah, and orange and white gun, no Nerf gun too. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just about trying to keep a good, keeping things upbeat and energetic. I mean, I have no problem saying I've had battles and still do sometimes battle with depression and anxiety and stuff like that. And you want to attach yourself to anything that will keep you as far away from those kinds of feelings and those challenges as you can.
Which is
right?
Cool. Like I love how you've incorporated what makes you feel better to other individuals, and allowing that by you showing it, right? Like by you being the brand ambassador then for color, for joy in an individual. That's your objective here, right?
Exactly. That's exactly it. And you brought in the hat here, which is, just coincidentally happens to have some of the similar branding too. This hat actually comes from an organization that started here in Calgary called the Breaking Free Foundation, which their mission is kind of fairly similar to what I was doing. It was started by, of all people, a former NHL player from the Calgary Flames and other teams by the name of Theron Fleury, and he was massively traumatized. He was actually sexually assaulted repeatedly by a hockey coach when he was a kid. He talks about this all the time, and he goes around talking to all kinds of trauma victims all over the place, even in prisons. They have Victor walks each year. This last weekend there was one of their Victor walks to raise awareness and start that conversation, and this is where that comes from. And I mean, I'm still kind of an introvert and kind of a homebody. I don't get out to a lot of things, but the least I can do is bring buy one of their hats and spread the message of keeping conversations going, right? So that's where the hat's from too.
Love
Yeah,
and Victor.
exactly.
I wonder they took your color though. I'm just saying.
Oh, I think I took theirs. So, but they use elephants and frogs in their branding. We use the regular Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah,
I love it. So that is the update. Where can people find out more about Selflink?
I'm using all the major social platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Not as active on Twitter, but I mean that's what happens. Selflink.com. You can give all the information there as well, and where they can support us. It's a non-profit. We don't have charity status yet, but we're working towards that. And there you have links to download for young people to download the app as well on iOS and Android.
And again, the app is a chat messenger.
It is, yeah. Right now, it's got a basic chat function. It's and we're using that to get our message out there. It's used right now where teens can register under their own accounts, and an agency can register on their accounts as well. And then you put in all the information from your agency where a young person can find you and how they get a hold of you and what it is that you do. So there's a couple different angles to get in and get involved there. And we're always talking with other agencies, whether it's in Calgary or remotely across the city, the states. I've talked to a couple domestic violence places in places like Virginia or Colorado. And, so the conversation is happening. We're just trying to make sure that we can sort of get in front of the needs of young people and agencies so that they can, that they can use the technology that's available. And if not for free, at a rate that is really within their means, right? It's always going to be free for young people, right? But, just if I can cover costs and stuff, I'm not looking to be Jeff Bezos by any stretch, but if we have to put a cost there, I mean, I'm hoping that it'll be, keep it reasonable so agencies, it's within their means.
It's important.
Yeah.
One of the segments we cover is your own unique real shoes, which represents your own unique, you're wearing shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I look at your shoes and I could possibly guess what you've been through, right? But at the same time, it's hard to determine your steps, your struggles.
Yeah.
If you would share with us, what is one struggle you've had over the last year?
Well, I think, and some people might know what this is like. Is for me, I've always been my worst critic. I write blog posts a lot now, but at one point, I was more active in writing fiction. And my brother told me one time, he said, "You don't worry about being rejected by publishers. You're never going to get anything to a publisher." And I looked at him and said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, you're a bigger critic than anyone could ever be on your stuff. So it's never going to get out there until you let go. And
Is he older than you or younger?
No, he's younger. Yeah, and that was one of those major bits of wisdom where he's like, "Seriously, own it. This is a thing that you'd have to deal with, Jim." And it is still. I have a problem with that. We kind of call it. You call it an analysis paralysis or whatever. Yeah. I'm always worried about, like when you're a young person, you don't want to try something new in case you're awful at it, But when you start something, you're always going to be, you're not going to be a super pro at the beginning, right? So that's one of my things. I'm always afraid that what I'm going to do doesn't work or it falls apart. CP rail.
Yeah. I guess the front part is the noisiest part, right?
Yeah.
Just set off.
Yeah.
How do they transport England?
Oh, this is all. I think this is all crude stuff. These are all oil tankers. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of that. This is Canada, or Alberta is Texas in Canada.
Can you switch it so they can see it quickly on that? It would just be pretty cool for them to see what's going on here.
Major industry stuff. This has built the province, really. I mean, whether you like it or not,
it's necessary.
It
is what it is.
It is what it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what would you say then you are most excited about right now?
Tell you the truth, there's a couple things I'm really nervous about, getting nervous and excited both about getting some more conversations going. I know a couple phone calls I got to make, people I got to get in touch with to start getting onto Selflink's next step. But there's a couple other little enterprises I have I've thought about. One of my ideas is to just get a sort of to help fund this, so make a little bit of money offering little courses and things like that to adults around Calgary and adults and seniors about how to how to get more proficient with their electronics devices, and let them know a little bit about a little bit more about the scams and dangers out there as well, because it changes all the time.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It also helps to expand your network as well.
What's that?
It will also help to expand
your
network as well.
Absolutely. And it's more like, for me, it's keeping a conversation going, and I can get always put in that little bit about why it is that I'm doing a particular thing, because I'm always staying on top of statistics of things, what it is that's happening with young people, and what it is with working people as well. I've always been working class, and it's for me, it's really important to stay in touch with those people. And I'm really excited to get to maybe get some information going, and get a conversation going with people about how I can start helping them more in that regard too.
Love it. When you heard that this guy from the Caribbean was coming to see you face to face, what did you think?
I was like, he's got to come here. How I should be going there. but I wouldn't be coming back. No, honestly, I was super stoked.
You wouldn't be coming back to Canada?
No, I don't think. I mean, I just have a feeling, right? But we have we always have a nice big back and forth happening thanks to social media, and the people that really make it go. I'll just wait 1 second there. We get one of those engines going by again. Engine of industry. But no, when I heard that you were making the rounds, I thought this is fantastic, because it doesn't take anything for two people to get in touch in Skype or chat and whatnot, but to make it really hit home, to really get those stitches in good, by going around and making person-to-person connections. I was pumped, because I thought we had a really good conversation, and the interviews that I heard with the other people you talked to seemed to go really well too. So I think this is a fantastic experience for everyone involved. Right. So I hope you as well, that you had have a great time in Canada, and that you get everything that you wanted out of it too. Right.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, every conversation that I do have is just one more additional cherry to the cake that has been baked. It's been fascinating, the one-to-one conversations, the real-life connections, the follow-ups. It's been, it's like amazing, with the sacrifice. And there's a chipmunk.
There is a chipmunk.
Have a short attention span, so.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I got it too. I mean, I got, took my Wellbutrin this morning. I've adult ADHD. I'll fly my little flag. It's a thing,
Yeah. Well, again, James, it's been a great pleasure. Before we leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
My only thing is I tell everybody, be something for somebody nearby you that they may not be expecting you to be, and be something that you don't, maybe that you might not even have. A lot of people talk about, I'm here if you need to talk. Make a point, then make it known. Reach out and check in on people that you know, whether you work with them, they're your family, your spouse, your kid. Reach out and talk to, find out what's going on with people, because you never know when it is that something's going to hit and they really, really need that one person.
I love it.
Yeah.
James Higgins, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thanks, Angel.
Did you have fun?
I did, absolutely. It was a blast.